Okay, hello guys, welcome. This is a new episode of Bitcoin analysis on our channel. So far today we've already entered the trend and we're already in 15 profits. As I said, you can look at the market for right from 30-day interval, 7-day interval, and 1-day interval. The market is all in red. Look at this. This is a complete red market, and it really signifies that today we are heading for a complete downtrend. So for my advice for today, do not enter any uptrend. Today is actually a downtrend day, or you can call it a bearish day if you want, but we're going to be heading for only downtrends for today. So right from 30 days, 7 days, 1 day, which is actually representative for a full day. If I told you a day trader, and also 12 hours, within 12 hours we are still heading for a downtrend. Also in 8 hours we are still heading for a very good downtrend. Added for also 4-hour interval, the market is a downtrend market, so we already have an infiltration of a green zigzag that would be taking us, and also a resistance that will be taking us up a little bit, of course, into a very small uptrend, but afterwards we shall be heading into a good downtrend for the whole day. So according to this analysis, if you look at from 30 days, 7 days, and 1 day, which are actually the biggest time intervals, if at all they agree, if the markets agree, the market is a downtrend market, is a bearish market, you cannot afford to disagree with them. So for today, it's just a downtrend for the whole trade. If at all you experience some uptrend, just ignore it and you wait for a downtrend to happen to enter. So for this instance, a very good downtrend would appear when this zigzag in forward changes to red again. If it brings a red color, we shall be having a green light to enter that downtrend. But for this uptrend, I don't advise anyone to enter. Probably maybe if you are dealing in lower time intervals of about I think 30 minutes. Yes, from 30 minutes you have a very good market, but though the arrows or the trends are not supporting you, you have a very good market, a very good uptrend market. So the infiltration in 30 minutes and below is actually a downtrend, an uptrend infiltration, but you can see that clearly that there is another downtrend that is actually taking toll or happening inside this uptrend, meaning that it has already interfered with the uptrend and it has stopped it, and right now it's heading for a downtrend. So you can clearly see that the infiltration that is coming, the fresh infiltration that is coming, is a clear downtrend infiltration. So, and from that point, that's why I'm saying that even if you're in 2-minute interval, 1-minute interval, 10-minute interval, 15-minute interval, it would be advisable not to enter any uptrend, because we're having all the big intervals on one side and all the markets in the big intervals on one side, and that clearly shows that for the whole day we shall be heading for only downtrends. So that's all that I wanted to make for analysis. Maybe we can just look at some Forex. It has just opened. Let me first check on this Forex and you see how good is the Euro USD Forex. Euro USD. Okay, now Euro USD is actually in a complete downtrend. If you look at the 30 days the market, 7 days the market, and also 1 day's market is actually a downtrend market, though it has some resistance, but it's actually a downtrend market. And if we look at the zigzags already, they're already in red, meaning that it's a complete downtrend market. Maybe you can check on the 12-hour interval in Forex. Okay, so this clearly shows that also the 12-hour interval is a downtrend. Let's also check on the 8-hour interval for Euro USD, and we see whether it's also heading for a downtrend. Oh no. For 8-hour interval, we have some kind of an uptrend that is taking on, and probably gonna be waiting for this to clear until this zigzag in 8-hour changes back to red. That will be having a clear entry point. Okay, but if you look at 30 minutes, we're having some kind of a downtrend that is also coming, meaning that it will catch up with this uptrend and turn it over into a downtrend. So what does this mean? For people who want to use this strategy for technical analysis just like I'm doing, or for bidding just like I'm doing, you have to subscribe to the channel. I will be giving up this strategy for free to all of you traders, and you just need to subscribe to the channel and you will have a free copy of this free technical analysis strategy. Now I've just entered a downtrend in Euro USD Forex and hoping that it will make it to about now that I'm not going to be monitoring too much of Euro USD, let me just give it a 10% or even a 20%. Actually, it will be able to close at 30% by the end of the day. So I give it a 30% and I leave it open. You can see that it's already hitting into profits. Negative, yeah, it's already in profits now, because there's too much power of a downtrend and it's going to be happening almost for the whole day. So in that, it's actually estimated at around 50%. So it will be giving a minimum of 50% for every downtrend that you've just entered. That is before this time, at this time, or before this time. But after this time, I won't guarantee that. Probably shall be doing another analysis to analyze and see whether there are more changes, or if there are no more changes, we can still go ahead and enter a downtrend. But as per now, Euro USD Forex is taking on a downtrend, or a bearish trend. Yes, as some of you like to call it, it's actually a bearish trend for today in Euro USD, and actually also in Forex. Back to Forex cryptocurrency, it's also a bearish trend. So we can also check on some other, first of all, some other Forex pairs, currency pairs, such that we leave Forex at once. Let's first finish up Forex and we'll leave for a cryptocurrency again. So we can change to probably Audi USD and see what is happening in Audi USD. Audi USD. Forex Audi USD. Okay, now for Audi USD in 30-day interval, it's actually heading for a very good downtrend. You can see that our zigzag is on, though the market is a little bit unclear. We have the same thing happening in 7-day interval. Let me check in here. Also in 1-day interval, it's clear for a downtrend, and also the market is supportive. Plus for 12-hour interval, now we have a full market for a downtrend and also a zigzag. The same thing happens for 8-hour interval and for 4-hour interval. So this is also heading for a downtrend, or probably for the whole day and also for the whole week. So it will be better to enter this. It's already in profit. You can give it probably 30% profit to be closing it before the end of the day. You can realize that we are in only profits. Actually, Euro USD is also in profits. Okay, it's back in negatives, but by the end of the day, it would have closed about 30 to 50%. in profits. Now Bitcoin is already in profits, but is also estimated to be closing a minimum of 30 to 50% by the end of the day. It's actually heading for a concrete downtrend. I don't know whether should you analyze another forex pair. Okay, let's try USD JAP. That will be enough for today. Forex. Then we head over for more cryptocurrencies like Binance and also the other makers, Polkadot and the rest. So let's first finish up with Forex. For today in this video I'll be doing some analysis for almost 3 forex pairs, and then I will be back into cryptocurrency. Now Euro USD, USD JAP is actually not clear at all because it represents here in 30-day 30-day interval it's an uptrend, 7-day interval it's also an uptrend. But if you look at 1-day interval, we have some infiltrations in the zigzag in red, unlike 7-day interval where we have zigzag in green. So this shows that there is a very good infiltration that has come a long way, right from these lower time intervals of 12-hour, 8-hour, and 4-hour. And that is actually it's going to be responsible for a stagnancy or resistance in the market prices, or even a very good downtrend by the end of the day. So it's not yet clear, it's not yet a concrete downtrend, though you can go ahead and enter that downtrend, because if you have an infiltration in 1 day, then that infiltration is going to be taking place for probably a full day, and that would be enough for it to close in about 10%. Okay, now Euro USD Forex done. Let's go back to our crypto stocks are not yet open. Shall be doing some quick analysis if the stocks get to be open, but now as per now, let me check on also commodities. Commodities are already open, but let me finalize with cryptocurrency, and that would be a Binance coin. And of course, after Binance coin, we shall do some analysis about the commodities, the oil, crude oil, Bearish, and the rest. Okay, this is Binance. Where? Crypto Binance. Crypto Binance. Crypto Binance. Okay. Oh, you can see Euro USD, just like I was saying, it's already in 15%. It's gonna be closing that trend even before we leave this place. It's heading for a complete downtrend, no doubt. Okay, now looking at Binance, it's actually moving just like Bitcoin. It's actually moving just like Bitcoin. We only have an infiltration in 7-day, but looking at that infiltration, we have a complete market in red, representing a bearish trend for a full week. We also have some, of course, some red infiltration to the market for a full day, meaning that we're going to be heading for a downtrend, a full downtrend in Binance coin. So I can enter this and guarantee that it's going to be making profits, probably about 10 to 20% a day. Now that I'm not going to be there to monitor the coin, let me just give it 10-20% and hope that it would close it as fast as possible. Let me see what I've given Bitcoin. I need to give it a closure of about 15%. It's going to be closing that, sure. Okay, 20%. Bitcoin is too big, it's actually times 100. Okay, so cryptocurrency done. I won't analyze the rest this video, probably the next video. Let's go ahead and look at the commodities where I have crude oil, Bearish, gold and silver, we can go ahead and analyze some crude oil, commodities. Okay, now we have crude oil on the screen. 30-day interval. The markets are in green, so they have a very small infiltration of a downtrend, and the net volume has already crossed to downtrend, meaning that the next bar here would be a complete downtrend. So that's probably the next month will be heading for a complete downtrend. But we already have the zigzag in red color, and that's enough for you to be heading for a downtrend, ready for a bearish trend, as most of you like to call it. Okay, let's see. 1 week already have the zigzag in red representing a downtrend. Oh, this is 4 hour interval. Let me first change it to 1 week or 7-day interval. Yes, the 7-day interval for crude oil is actually a very good downtrend. Yeah, that's for zigzag, and also that goes, the same happens for 1-day interval. Complete market in the zigzag in red, the complete market in red representing a complete downfall for the whole day. The prices, of course. At 12 hour, the same thing happens. 8 hour, the same thing happens. And 4 hour, the same thing happens. If you happen to go into more down smaller time intervals of about 2 to 1 hour, let us see what we have. We have some infiltration that is an uptrend, infiltration that is coming over, but I would like to think that will be wiped out in a couple of hours, and we shall be heading back into a downtrend. Crude oil barrage, its spread is not bad, but due to I won't be able to monitor it for the whole day because I will be so committed in Bitcoin. Let me just give it a 10%, but I can also close about 20% profit by the end of the day. So we can also analyze some gold. Most people like gold. Gold. Okay, so looking at the chart, first of all, let's first look at zigzag. Zigzag is actually in red. From 30-day interval, 7-day interval, and 1-day interval, the zigzags are in red. Looking at the market is actually solid market in 30-day interval, but we have the net volume crossing the downtrend to a down section, meaning that there is more power of a downtrend at that point. So we haven't gotten to the complete change of the trend. Looking at gold in 7-day interval, we have a complete downtrend that includes the zigzag being in red, representing a bearish trend for a full week, and also a very good infiltration in the market. You can see that the market has 3 red bars at the bottom, representing a very good infiltration into a downtrend or a bearish trend. Something happens in 1 day, having a zigzag in red, and also a full market in a bearish trend. Though we have a kind of a small infiltration in the small time intervals, of course you don't have to despise this small infiltration because it can end up changing the whole story. But now that we have too much of a downtrend infiltration, we can enter confidently into a downtrend, knowing that its minimum would be around 20-30% of a downtrend. But let me just give it 10%. Hopefully, it will be closing it in profit. So that's all for today, guys. I'll see you in the next video doing some more analysis. You can subscribe to the channel to always get these updates on a daily basis. You can also like the video if you want, and also don't forget to share and comment.